Hey folks, my name is Patrick. I'm the pastor here in the community that we call North Decatur. Everything seems to be up in the air right now. We aren't necessarily sure when things will go back to normal or even if things will go back to normal, which is kind of cool because there are so many examples of exactly that scenario that play out in our scriptures that it's difficult to even identify just one. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to take a journey together at another moment where the community was trying to figure out what its next chapter might look like. Everything was chaotic. There was no order. There was no expectation about what should be happening or what shouldn't be happening. Everyone was sort of making the road by walking together as a community. We're going to be reading the book of Acts, starting at chapter 1 and going through to the end, looking at the many stories of the ways that barriers get torn down and new versions of unity and new life get built up. It's an amazing story that spans so many years from the time that Jesus is resurrected all the way through to when there's a sort of organized version of the new movement that we call the church. It's really interesting because there really wasn't any order in the beginning. Everything really was pretty chaotic. The chapter 1 starts with a story about the disciples gathered around at Jesus' feet asking him what's going to come next. And then Jesus just disappears into the clouds and the disciples are left staring up into the heavens, wondering what might come next. And that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with that experience of confusion, that experience of loss, that experience of just so much potential that it was overwhelming. And we'll walk together till we have some order. Because in many ways, that's our experience now. We have no idea what will come next. We have no idea when the next thing will come. All we can do is put one faithful step forward at a time, doing the next best thing. So I'm looking forward to exploring the book of Acts with you. Each of our staff will provide a weekly devotion. So that means every day, Monday through Friday, there will be a new devotion released. So I wonder, as we get started, my question for you is pretty simple. One, have you ever read the book of Acts? If you'd let me know in the comments, that would be great. I'd love to know if you've had some experience with it. Have you ever read the book of Acts? And then the second question that I have for you is, what do you hope for? What is the next thing that you hope for in our community of faith, but also in our community? Everything is on pause. Everything is up in the air. What was doesn't quite exist anymore, and what will be isn't quite here yet. So I wonder, what do you hope for? We'll walk together with that hope over the next several weeks, looking at the ways that God interacts with the hope that we have to bring a newer and more abundant life than any of us could ever expect. I hope you'll join us. Please do like and comment. I'd love to hear your responses to the 2 questions, and share it with anybody who might be interested in taking a deep dive into the very early beginnings of the church as we know it. Anyway, take care, and I look forward to seeing you in worship on Sunday and in these devotions throughout the week. Take care. Bye.